Change difficulty. Let's go, gentlemen! Excellent. Class trial. All rise.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Who done it?
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Well, ain't that some shit?
Such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you. Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry.
It better be.
I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate monogamy, of course.
You hate me that much?
Now, let's begin!
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
To begin.
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
What, you mean we're gonna fist each other over this? What is this, some kind of superhuman centipede trial? Is that the kind of trial that we're facing here?
Were you even listening to the rules?
What the hell is wrong with me? I'm sorry to anyone who had to hear that.
Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds?
Yeah, good idea.
The most pressing issue on our minds?
What is yours?
Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath the table.
That actually is a good starting point.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
Yeah, I'm with you, Chiaki. The reason why his body was discovered under the table. We gotta do this, man. No. Oh, non-stop debates. Truth bullets, that's right. Only the relevant ones. Okay, good, so I get more time to think. I like that. Use the left stick to move and fire with the triangle. Okay. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically... Oh, God. Press the options button during these moves. Review the controls. Oh, good. So that gives me more time, I guess. Well, here goes nothing. Knife. Bloodstain. Gaps.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
Oh, you... So that's how you
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
Yep.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Huh? Why?
Wait. Oh, wait.
Obviously by hiding the body. They tried to delay its discovery! Like a dog burying a bone!
Huh.
why was Byakuya's body
I feel
in
like I
a
know what it
place like
is.
that?
His body was underneath the table
Wait, no.
at the very
No
back
idea.
of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered
that's how you fast forward.
Byakuya, they
Circle
probably
button.
moved the body there.
Boom!
No, that's wrong!
Get out of here!
No, I don't think the killer moved the body.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Huh? Why?
Because there was no blood anywhere else.
Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
And here I thought I had a genius idea.
Oh, such a shame.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
That's cold, dude.
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
Yeah, he was.
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he
Okay,
was
I'll stop.
hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
Yep, clearly.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
That's plausible.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean he'd dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
But we gotta remember what he was doing. I feel like... What's in here? No. Oh, okay. No, I can't do it. There's another one. I want to say this.
I can prove it with this!
Yeah.
It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
Yeah, that.
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there. So in order to get
Yeah.
it, he moved under the table.
He was like, oh, hell no.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility.
That I cannot either.
But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
By looking really closely.
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Yeah.
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment.
I'm pretty sure
Like,
that's what happened.
For example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
What?
How do you know?
You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
Real?
This is almost like a real trial.
Well, aren't you entertained? Oh, God. Please be extra careful. If you press the options button during these areas, you can remove controls. Good luck and have fun! Thanks, bitch. Oh God, I have 5 now. Alright, let's hear everyone first.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout.
That sounds correct. If that's the case... During the blackout, Mr.
Wait, nope. Press the wrong button. Go back.
Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black!
That it was.
It was so dark I couldn't see my food!
Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
Oh, wait a minute.
I doubt he could have seen the killer. I'm sure Byakuya ducked during the black...
That sounds correct. If that's the case, during the blackout, must have seen the killer.
But it was super! It was so dark I couldn't see my...
Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
No, that's wrong!
Boom! Get out of here!
No,
Man, that was a bit
Byakuya
loud.
was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
He was using those night vision goggles we found under the table. He could have seen what was happening.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
Oh! And what may you
No,
have to
that's
say for
obviously
yourself?
wrong. It should be the other way around.
Other way around?
What do you mean?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
How do you know? Well, how did Byakuya get under the table then? If we said that he was killed under there. I was appalled by their arguments. Oh, sure. Thanks. A number that shows the sharpness of your temper. This is the number of times you can hit the monster. One round of the day, you will lose some sharpness. Even if you miss, oh god. Certain length of time, all these are changes. This is the versions and stocks. However, not marks that stocks. Of course, if you don't have a true blade, you will not be able to cut them. Wait, it's a permanent one. True blades, in the house. Oh god, here we go.
If you just use common sense, the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be
Oh,
it.
you gotta point down.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
You just gotta point your joystick.
Because if
to
they used
fire
night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Wait.
Damn it!
Damn it!
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
I can't back down!
Oh. No. Yes.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, so those goggles were planned in it, but the killer brought them to the crime scene.
Oh.
Allow me to cut through those words!
I'm gonna cut through those words with this stick.
No, Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Yeah, he was.
Definitely? But why?
Hear me out?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, he found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well. Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Man, I love her.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case. since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Ew! You totally mean that in a perverted way!
Do you not know who he is? It's not possible. Oh, the knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party even started. I should be able to prove. I want to see duct tape.
I see!
I see!
There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found.
That there was.
Huh? Duct tape?
Yeah, you know.
They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid?
He must have known something we haven't.
Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond, being a little cautious.
Yeah, it goes to show.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
Yeah.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
Yes, Byakuya had psychic powers!
You think so too, right, Hajime?
Yes, I think he does have psychic powers. Possibility where a murder could occur. I want to say... display prompt. I want to say this.
I can prove it with this!
Yes!
Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
We found this in his room!
Hey, the hell is this?
It's a note.
Hajime and I
It's got
found
words on it.
this in Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
That's what we must find out.
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Implying that Monokuma can write.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Those are still lies!
It doesn't
Bitch.
matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
What do you mean?
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk.
Yeah.
His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He had to.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
But then if he did, then something would have happened. I guess that someone might have been put on edge by him saying that.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
And the person who wrote that letter probably would have known that they were about to, probably known that they got exposed. And who knows, maybe they could have been like, I don't know.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone?
He thought it was the best idea.
I see.
basically.
A strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Fuck your couch.
Well, obviously, the killer.
Obviously. But wait. Are you sure about that?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
Oh,
If they were willing
I'll
to
get
come
him out.
forward, they never would have
Confess.
committed a murder in the first place.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
absolutely.
What is it, Miss Sonia?
Yeah. What is it, Miss Sonia? That dude's all over her.
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
But wait, that's the thing.
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
But wait. But
I see!
I see.
What if the glowing paint was the mark?
Yeah.
With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark.
Yeah, glowing paint.
In actuality, the knife we found under the table
Yeah, it had paint on it.
and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
And that also.
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
Yep.
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
That's.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark.
That is too coincidental.
Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker. Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Oh!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers?
It wasn't big enough for the 2 of us.
Not the killer. Oh, I guess she's not.
Yep, case closed. She's not the killer.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
I don't think Kenny George would have been able to reach the circuit breaker. That thing was like 10 stories high.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
How? I doubt it. Oh, this is where we heal people. I'm gonna have to do that. There are options. Because I still don't know.
Peko was in the office. She could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Oh,
Huh? Why is it impossible?
the stars.
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
Wait.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the office? That's clearly a desperate excuse.
Since Pecco was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
I agree with that.
No, I think Pecco is telling the truth.
Yeah, me too.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Pecco.
Ha!
Hey, it's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Pecco's alibi.
Yeah, she was.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started.
It was her.
And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Pecco was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Pecco.
Sorry.
I guess that would be... true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier!
The porcelain throne.
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you are so insensitive.
So insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit.
Shit.
Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners, or were you raised in a locker room?
No, I was raised in the forest.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
I said it's fine.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
Kinda sounds like it.
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Oh.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited?
Dude, now's not the time for this.
Seriously, stop it.
I know, right?
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
I mean...
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Oh, bitch.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
You know...
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
That can be possible.
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
I can see why you think that. But there were two people who ate the food. Shouldn't the other person have gotten food poison or whatever, too?
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
Yeah.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that! Laxatives would ruin the taste!
Well, if that's coming from the Ultimate Chef, then it must be true.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating.
Now that you brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
I pressed the wrong button,
cooked the food. How
stupid.
suspicious! I wouldn't do anything like that. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Did you eat anything weird?
Yeah, it's that
I
button.
don't remember eating. Now that you brought food to the office. Just a little bit from the dining.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Boom!
No, that's wrong!
Get out of here!
No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall.
It's not possible!
Because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
Exactly.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
I feel totally fine.
I know, right?
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene.
Don't worry about it.
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
But he's not the one who...
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Oh!
Cease this bickering!
Yes! Thank you, Miss Sonia!
Let's just dismiss Pekko's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
Great idea, Meekin.
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us. Trashy skank?
How dare you? Alright. I guess we're gonna need an account for this.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it?
That's a good
If
question.
you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Ha!
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
I think
Or maybe
you're
they
right.
caused a power surge?
I think you're right too.
I bet it's really Monokuma's fault.
Yeah, that's who it was. It was
By the way, I'm not a
Monokuma.
trashy skank.
Yeah, she's not a trashy skank. Whoever called her that.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do
Sent to
it?
the infirmary.
If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Did
Bop her
they
in the
throw
head
a
with
stone
what?
and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote...
They probably...
I wanna
It does
try
not have to be. They may have tampered with the
Or maybe they caused a power surge?
I agree with that.
Yeah. I agree.
It's just as Mahiru said. The blackout was caused by a power surge.
I concur.
Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally.
Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout.
When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
Yeah.
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
Stupid fool!
Hold on a
hands
second,
up.
let me speak too!
What have you got to say for yourself?
What the heck?
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
I love that dude. Oh my god. Ah, shit.
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? Then that means everyone who was in the dining hall when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
The people who were in the dining hall weren't able to cause a blackout. Narrowing down the suspects, like that is dangerous.
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage? Then that means everyone who was in when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
Yes.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons caused the blackout, then the killer had to go to the storage room before that and turn on the irons. Now do you intend to take back what you said?
No.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons caused, then the killer had to go to the storage room before that and turn on the irons. Now do you intend to take back what you said?
No.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons caused the blackout, then the killer had to go to the storage room before that and turn on the irons. Now do you intend to take back what you said?
Yeah,
but the people in the dining hall, if the irons caused the blackout, then the killer had to go to the storage room before and turn on the irons. Now do you intend to take back what you said?
Man, I'm running out of cuts, aren't I?
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to. If the irons caused the blackout.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Allow me to cut through those words with this dick.
The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
The air conditioners!
Not the air conditioners!
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
Yeah, remember?
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham Hands died around that time too!
Oh yeah, that's what it said on the shit.
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see. I understand. Indubitably.
Indubitably.
Indubitably?
Indubitably.
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
Indubitably.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you too.
Indubitably.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about it.
Dun dun dun!
Dun, dun, dun.
Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
Deserve to die 1,000 deaths.
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
I'll remember you said that.
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet!
Yeah, shut up forever.
I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. But even so, I feel regret.
Don't feel regret for yourself, Pecco.
If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
You couldn't have helped it. Blame your shitty digestive system. It was your digestive tract's fault for not being able to break down the foods properly.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach.
Yeah, you'd still need like a friggin' rocket ship to reach that.
Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Yeah.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find him.
Oh, we will.
It's alright. You don't have to worry.
Yeah.
Because they're just a petty killer, right?
Petty killer.
They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
Huh?
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all. In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Oh god, here we go.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Here we go. This is when it starts to get real.
Huh? What do you mean?
Fasten your seatbelts.
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building. What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Unfortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killer. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
Are you deceiving us?
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
You want us to get killed?
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
You can't be saying shit like that, man.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you. Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior.
But that's what detectives... That's how being a detective works. You're supposed to suspect people based on facts and occurrences. Don't you get it?
Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is.
Oh, really?
I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
I want to go home.
I don't want to do this either.
Me too! Please, take me home already!
No, we must not give up.
I want to go home and eat candy! Stop it.
Yeah, it's past her
If everyone
bedtime,
acts
you know.
like this, I'm gonna...
Everyone calm down.
Relax yourselves.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already.
Who cares? Did you just say, who cares? One of our friends is dead, and you have the nerve.
There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
How do you know?
That's wrong.
Yeah! You tell him, Chiaki.
I think...
Tell him how it is.
Did you say something?
'Cause we've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
A clue, you say?
Yes.
You know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Yeah, that's a good starting point.
Didn't we already cover that? They use glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Yeah, like how to get in the building. Oh, that's right.
Let's try examining the situation. Mahiru's diagram might be useful here.
Yeah.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right? Here it is.
Okay. Something to help him move in the dark. You know, like some kind of guide. Shoot. Let's do this.
Crap!
Wait, nope, that ain't it. Here! Yeah. Use the lamplight.
Killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
That's a bright idea. Sorry. They used the light bulb. No, they used the power cord.
I can prove it with this.
I can prove it with
They
this
didn't turn
dick.
the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Power cord?
Yeah, they felt their way towards it.
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table and use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
The person closest to the wire.
Ooh.
Oh, are you gonna make me choose? Well, if you insist, then I have to choose. It was you! You're the closest, so...
You're the only one!
You're the only one!
Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
You bastard.
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Yeah.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
Or was it now?
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
Yeah, think really hard. Right after the murder, that's when he hit it. No, when he was cleaning.
I see!
Remember, he had all that
Nagito,
time.
weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning?
Yeah, he had all day to
If
hide
so,
it.
you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
See?
That's
true!
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously? That's all just a coincidence.
Some coincidence.
If it was just one
That is
coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another...
Yeah, that's way too convenient.
I wonder, is something like that even possible?
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Yeah, he used his luck so that he could be the one to get the red shit when he was drawing the sticks.
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
Yeah. See?
You rigged the drawing, didn't you?
No.
That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
Yep, that it does.
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
You son of a...
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
You motherfucker!
Well, just admit it already!
Oh god.
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya.
Come on, Nagito.
Nagito, say something!
Oh god. Oh god, he's gonna lose it. Oh my god. Oh, he's lost it. He's lost his mind. He has gone completely bonkers. He has gone berserk. He has gone all out balls to the walls insane, folks. You are witnessing this here firsthand.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! Ah, how wonderful! How beautiful it is!
Huh?
Oh my god, those eyes.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along.
Thank you. Case closed.
I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started. I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark.
Yes.
And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout.
Yes.
After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
That'd be crazy.
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
Yeah, he seems just a little off the wall here.
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out.
Wait, but something doesn't add up.
But with a twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery.
Well, it is an interesting mystery.
Byakuya performed admirably.
Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
Yeah!
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Me? Lie? That's outrageous! There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless. I'm too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. I'm too disdainful to actually try at anything. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
Oh god.
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
That's
You're in a
quite
horror
the
movies.
hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
Yeah, maybe we could, like, watch it later. A psychopath?
Hey, Nagito. If you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
No.
I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
Nah, mine's way worse.
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
I think, somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions.
Oh, my water pump is going off. It always goes off at 11 o'clock. So if you hear any noise in the background, then that's what that is.
In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
Nope, sounds about right.
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
Byakuya decided that.
Oh, I get it. If Peko was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons.
Oh.
Threatening letter, along with all your suggestions. It was all a trap to manipulate us.
Yep, that's true too. But you're wrong about one thing.
Huh? What?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
Yeah, remembers ultimate talent?
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
That's the thing.
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it. A worthless talent for a worthless human.
His talent's the ultimate baby face.
I see!
I see!
You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
You just relied on your luck?
Some talent.
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks. But I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know?
You'd be surprised when that talent would come in good use. Yeah. Oh, would you look at that? I've got the red mark.
At
What
the
a
time, Hajime
coincidence.
said I wasn't lucky. But it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty. Just like I wanted.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Answer me, damn it!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed? Oh, the despair it brings. It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter. That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
I know, right?
Fine, let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this psycho.
No.
Please, Monokuma! Please, wait!
Huh?
Yeah!
The fuck?
Everyone hold your horses.
How should I put this?
Say it, Mikan.
Is Nagito really the killer?
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
I already know that, but there's just something a little strange.
If it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke.
I'm sorry!
Don't listen to her. She's like, it's past her bedtime, and she gets grouchy when she doesn't get her sleep.
For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
Yes, thank you, Miss Sonia.
But we know who the killer is.
Simply listening is acceptable.
See? Even Dracula agrees.
However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.
I don't think so.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
Oh, wait.
He has already confessed.
you know...
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with the knife he hid.
Oh, never mind.
Thanks for wasting our time, skanky bitch!
Then let's prepare to cast our votes.
No. She knows something that we're forgetting.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito! Crap!
I don't fucked it up.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed.
You know...
That bastard Nagito is the one he killed Byakuya with the knife he hid.
Wait,
Oh, never mind.
Oh, I was too slow. God
Then let's
dang it.
prepare to cast our votes.
I think...
The killer is so obvious.
He has already
That bastard Nagi, he killed Byakuya with the knife he hid.
No, that's wrong!
Get out of here.
That knife might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right, Mikon?
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about? It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
Oh, really?
But based on the entry wounds on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
5 millimeters in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife!
Yeah.
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse.
Oh.
Not a whorehouse!
Dang.
Hey, why are you threatening her?
Yeah.
Is this what you're trying to say, Mikon? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm the killer.
What are you saying? No one else can be the killer. It has to be you.
Hey, don't blame me. Mikon's the one who said it.
But it's true.
I'm sorry. Hey, Nagito. Are you still hiding something?
Yeah, Nagito.
Hiding?
Why don't you fess up?
Like, during the blackout, did something happen between you and Byakuya that we don't know about?
Yeah.
Who knows?
After all this, what else do you intend to hide?
Your kids, your wife, your husband, because they raping everybody out there.
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent. You piss me off.
What happened during the blackout?
Oh, wait.
Ugh! If you cross your eyes like this, it gives you double vision.
Oh, really? Let me try. Dude, that is trippy.
Don't get distracted! Our lives are at stake, you know?
Yeah, you're right.
Huh? Whose life is at stake?
Seriously, how long is it gonna take for you to understand the damn rules?
Nobody can see in the dark, no matter how hard you think about it. The truth is beyond your sight. Don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor? Despite the fact that it came from me?
No, that's not it.
Not it? What's not it?
Oh, shit. Yeah, I feel like... Let's go with this.
I can prove it with this!
I can prove it with this dick!
Even if we couldn't see what
I'm
happened
gonna
in the
milk
dark,
that one too,
I'm pretty
aren't
sure
I?
someone could have heard it. Isn't that right, Ibuki?
For reals?
For reals?
You were the one who told me, remember? How everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this.
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here?
That's him.
This is...
That's also him.
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on.
Ow.
I can't eat like this, you know.
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Nope.
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Such perceptive hearing. Impressive. I'd expect no less from the ultimate musician.
Ultimate musician indeed.
It's a
They
good
don't
thing
call
your
her
ears
ultimate
are
for
awesome
nothing.
because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck.
You're one to talk.
You've cut me deep with your knife of truth.
I love her sprites, dude.
However, after hearing what Byakuya and Nagito said in the dark,
What the hell? What's going on here?
Yeah, that's weird. Why do you say that?
This is...
This is... Ow! Ow!
it almost sounds like Byakuya fought back against Nagito or something.
Well, that's actually what happened. As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a small confession to make.
Go on.
I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya.
He shoved you out?
What?
Just as the blackout occurred, I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife. But Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out from under the table. That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't even grab the knife.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow! That ow.
After getting shoved out from under the table, I was just as confused as you guys. I lost sight of the glowing paint, and I didn't even know where the power cord was. Before I realized it, the lights had come back on, and Byakuya's body was lying under the table.
Hold on! Are you saying you're not the killer?
From the very beginning, the idea to throw a party, hiding the knife, setting up the blackout, it was all going according to plan. But unfortunately, my plan failed. And all thanks to Byakuya's night vision goggles.
Yeah, he saw right through you.
What happened after that? Even I don't know.
You failed? Then you're not the one who killed Byakuya?
Then we're right
like
back
an
to
angry
square
Voltorb.
one!
How can that be? We spent all this time talking back and forth.
But now we know more. We got more things that we can work
What
on.
other word is brimming with so much despair? But you can't give up. You need to have hope. Do your best and move forward. Rising to the challenge again and again is why you guys are the symbols of hope.
He's all fucked up, man. We're dead meat. We're suspended.
Well now.
Okay. Yeah, what the hell is that? Oh, $10 billion. I get to become Bill Gates?
Now then, what are you gonna do?
Where my money at?
And of course, there's no $10 billion either!
You're so evil!
Villain.
I'm Mon Ami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. The group's leader, Byakuya, got killed, and his killer is among this group of students? No, I'm not gonna believe it. I'll never believe it. 'Cause I believe in everyone. So do your best. And don't forget to save regularly.
Well, what now? If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Shut up! We'll be the judge of that.
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
Yet.
But there's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer.
There's still more?
But wait, there's more! Call right now, and I'll get...
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right?
Is there something wrong with that?
Well, there's something in particular that you might want to think about.
Well, even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks, clean.
Well, yeah, that is true.
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
Damn.
I'm not talking about your looks.
He doesn't have any dust on him, obviously. He means that.
I see!
I see!
Are you trying to say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
Yes, that's it. Because under the table, there was a lot of blood splattered everywhere, right?
Yeah.
There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth.
If he stabbed Byakuya to death, it's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
Yeah, I wonder how that happened.
I didn't get any blood on me? That is weird.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been?
Gee, I wonder. Your coat, it has red bloodstains on it. No.
I guess we did see something I could have used. Isn't that right, Hajime?
That is correct. Alright, let's go find it. This is faster.
I can prove it with this!
I could prove it with this dick!
You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
Well, it didn't teleport there, did it?
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even if you tried to hide it and take it with you...
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, getting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone. That's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys too?
Well...
Then, what does it mean?
Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
You know what? That's a good point.
No, there's no mistake that the murder occurred under that table.
I mean, that is true, but like, think about it.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody. So there's no denying Byakuya was killed there.
Yeah, he was killed under the table, so that's all cleared up. But there's something
But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are the same, right?
You catch on quickly, Chiaki.
I don't understand at all!
Well, you gonna learn today.
Huh?
Yep.
Hajime, you look like you're onto something.
Really? But it sounds like a riddle.
And we're gonna solve that riddle right here, right now.
I feel like I'm onto something, but it's still not clear what that is.
Under the table, but not under the table.
You know?
If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense.
Think about it.
Moving forward, we should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer. I think.
Oh, Hangman's Gambit. Oh my god. Ways to have the right letters in order to reveal the keyword related to the incident question. Improve Hangman's Gambit. Oh, it's good. All directions. There are 4 points in the and they are the 2 letters crash together. The 2 of the same letters crash confuse. I remember that. You must make 2 of the same letters crash while you're trying not to let 2 different letters clash. That's what's most important. Besides, you know, solving the puzzle. In order to do that, you can use a technique to catch engines. And you can put it on the X button. When it's on top of the letter, you can switch the letter with the vacuum cleaner. You know, actually use the counter. However, like a former atomic, so it's pretty difficult. You can X button while you have the letter caught. You can shoot it while your cursor's aiming. So I release the letter. With catch and release, you can change the position of the letters into each other. Make sure you get the same letters so you get fuse them. These letters will freeze and get bigger. After setting the X button, you can blow it up and erase it from the keyboard. This is for fire letters. Catch and release with the X button. And after you fuse them, fire with the X button. That's all X buttons in one same. However, if you just erase letters, you won't be able to clear the game because you'll need the letters. Ultimately, the main goal of improved Hangman's Gambit is clearing the keyboard. Just leave the question with the square button. Yes, remember that, square button. And figure out what keyword will answer that question without lining up the keyword. Instead of pressing the X button to fire the letter, please press the triangle. After this, at the same time, when the game's up, it will be sent to the keyword list. At the same letters, right? If it ends the keyword list. If it ain't, it will stay to vanish. Remember why. You must write the keyword in order, based on the flying letters. Please think about the completed word. Also, if you leave a fused letter alone for too long, it'll blow up on its own. In that case, it'll still damage you, so please be careful. I took so long to explain it. You sure did. Do you understand now? I think so. The place Byakuya got stabbed and the place where the killer did the stabbing aren't the same. Using those words as a clue, I should put aside my preconceptions and try to think about it. Alright, let's do this. Hangman's Gambit. Oh, God. I swear. I didn't take damage from that, did I? Oh, wait, no, I know what you're supposed to do. Boom. There we go. Gotta do this. And boom. Oh, wait, can you stock 4 letters or 1? 1. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, you could move shits from boom, boom, boom. Oh. Damn, I'm annihilating this game. Can you speed it up? Oh, you could speed it up. But the time speeds up too. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Let's speed this up. Oh, God. Oh. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Boom, boom. Oh! Woo! We are going all out, balls to the walls in this. Boy.
Got it! The killer must have stabbed Byakuya from under the floorboards.
Yeah!
Under the floorboards?
Under the floorboards.
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table. If they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
Surely the gaps are big enough to fit the shit through.
If so, that means the killer was able to get under the floorboards. Where? And how?
I don't know that yet, but I have a feeling there's someone here who does know.
Yeah. Oh, I think I know. If I remember correctly.
You're the only one!
You're the only one!
Hey, Gundam, you dropped your earring in the dining hall, right?
Yeah, the earring.
Are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
Yes, that earring.
About that earring.
I said, are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
Yes, I'm referring to the Hellhound earring.
About that Hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboards, right?
Ah, there it is. I found it. Truly, that is a Hellhound earring. Oh, it seems God exists for my benefits. You didn't use a fishing rod.
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building, to ashes. However, it's just as the old legend said. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me!
To me.
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear? Huh? Could it be? Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation.
Because he lost it. That's why I was looking for
And
it.
if he had it on by the time the class trial began, then that means Gundam was able to retrieve his earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
That's right.
So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboards.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass. But I am different. With the power of my 4 Dark Devas of Destruction, it is of no concern.
You used your 4 Dark Devas of Destruction, didn't you, you son of a bitch?
Truly, this is the evil 4th eye. Before the might of the evil 4th eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
Oh! Man up and speak more clearly!
We can't hear you!
Fine, I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room.
Thank you.
One of my 4 Dark Devas of Destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy, has seen beyond the chaos. A secret passage of doom leading to the underground lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes.
Must be that trapdoor.
After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards. And as a result of that lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands! Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
There he goes blabbing about power and crap. You're ridiculous. You're just a breeder, you know.
Anyway, it sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage room.
Then that has to be how the killer did it.
The killer must have known about that.
If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
But how did the killer know about that hatch, that floorboard, whatever?
I see. If they passed through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
Stab, 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 stab!
Are you sure?
You don't like stab, stab, stab?
Yeah!
Should it sound more fleshy? Like...
Or maybe... Yeah, that's good.
I'm not talking about your sound effects. You're saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right? So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
Then whoever
Maybe.
wasn't at the party is the killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboards.
Waiting?
Who wasn't at the party again? I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monomi over there can be my witness, right?
Yeah, Chiaki has a solid alibi.
Yes! This Monomi over here is your witness!
There's your alibi.
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom.
The toilet was Pekoyama's alibi. The toilet.
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
The only person who wasn't at the party...
Fuyuhiko. Or Fukuhiko, if you will.
Judging from the photo I took before the blackout...
Hajime enjoying that OJ.
It obviously has to be him.
Oh.
Yay! It's decided!
Are you sure?
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer!
I thought we cleared that up from the start.
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like,
I can do it.
I can do it.
Don't mess with me! I'll fucking kill you!
Oh, bitch.
see? You're making threats again.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
Good news, you're not allowed to use a silencer. Shoot down the light noise. Oh, yeah. Excellent. Duh. Just said that's stupid. As soon as you shoot down the light noise, your time will increase on perfect. Alright, let's just jump into it. Let's just jump into this argument. So many accounts.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
Oh, we're talking about that
panties
white
all day.
noise.
Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Of course
Is that
you
true,
would.
Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no alibi.
Oh, wait.
The culprit is self-evident.
Yeah.
During the party, was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the store.
Is that true?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you. That means you have no alibi.
No! Wait, did I miss?
The culprit is self-evident.
I gotta try that again.
During the party, the kid was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no alibi.
Boom!
No, that's wrong!
Get out of here!
No,
Both that
Fuyuhiko
line.
definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Remember? What you told me?
I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
That's right.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
Dumbass!
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
Because he felt like it, probably.
Shut up!
That doesn't answer the question.
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside, and he came to spy.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Oh no!
Oh god.
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
He would enjoy getting chewed out.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
Then someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
Yeah, someone knew about that door hatch.
During the party. It was probably during the blackout. Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
So, all the...
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
You're right.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
It appears we're getting close to the final stage.
That is...
The blackened or the spotless? Which is superior? I think it's time to settle this.
I think you're right. Like
the hallway was really dark during the blackout.
I feel like it might be this
Moving
one,
to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
Apparently it is.
What if they used a string like the cord?
No.
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
Nah.
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
It definitely sounds impossible.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout.
What does that say over there?
Moving to the storage room like that.
Party dishes.
It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
I feel like it's
Is it
that
really
one.
not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
Wait.
Definitely sounds impossible.
The white noise blocked my truth bullet.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut.
Alright, let's try this again.
What if they used a light?
I agree with that. You know, the killer had a light with him.
Oh, I was right?
You were right.
But where could they have found a light?
There was one nearby for sure. See? It's written on the kitchen's equipment list.
Oh wow, I was right. A portable stove for cooking hot pots.
It's the portable stove.
Portable stove?
Portable stove!
The portable stove isn't powered by electricity, and it's also small enough to carry around.
And it emits lights.
So, the killer used the portable stove to move from the hallway to the storage room during the blackout.
I see. I never considered the portable stove. But there's a hole in your argument.
A hole? What kind of hole?
A hole? What kind of hole? It would
Don't
be great if you
repeat
could
my
explain
words.
it to me in much more detail. Oh, I wasn't making a perverted joke or anything. It's really not a perverted joke. I'm serious.
Repeating yourself just makes it even more suspicious.
Now then, Hajime, will you battle against me?
I shall accept your challenge.
No, that's wrong.
Oh. Healer. Weird
Will
there.
you be able to break through my argument?
I challenge you to a Pokemon battle. Truth bullets, I choose you. Oh, rebuttal showdown again. Here we go.
Did you
bitch.
forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
Oh, hit it. There we go.
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah, what are you trying to say?
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark. So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
Oh, wait.
After all, he was walking near the hallway, right?
Keep pressing the wrong button, man.
Damn it!
Damn it!
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say?
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark. So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
Boom!
Allow me to cut through those words!
Allow me to cut through those words with this dick! How many times have I
Nagito,
said
did you
that?
forget? Or are you just pretending you forgot?
Huh? What are you talking about?
You know damn well what I'm talking about.
There should have been a wall that blocked light.
Or do you?
I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway.
Very may well have forgotten.
If you close it, it would form a perfect wall in the hallway. Plus, the hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light still wouldn't peek out.
I see. To actually notice the fire door. Just as expected of the ultimate...
The ultimate detective, bitch! That's Hajime's talent.
Oh. You still don't remember your talent, do you?
It's the ultimate detective. I'm calling it right now. Well, if it's undeclared, then I'm declaring it.
Who cares about that right now?
Nagito, what are you plotting? For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy.
You sound so scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath? You sure like to piss us off. How about I shut your fucking mouth for you?
Oh shit.
Hey! It's okay if you guys fight, but I won't allow a burly brawl that might offend people.
Yeah, dear God, that happened.
More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
Fine, I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right?
Pass the torch?
Pass the torch.
We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves.
You're obviously the killer, right?
If you think I am, I really don't mind. Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it, no matter what it is.
No, don't tell me. Don't tell me I'm gonna have to. You really gonna make me? Ah, you son of a. Well, he was in the kitchen, so he had access to the portable stove or whatever. Could closed the doors in the hallway to block the light. So there's really no other choice.
You're the only one!
You're the only one!
Teru. Could it be you? Huh? What? What are you talking about?
Teru's the killer? Is that true?
Maybe.
What are you talking about? There's no way! Of course, that's simply my assumption. So if you have an objection, please speak freely.
Yes.
Objection or not, why am I being treated like the killer?
Well, because you just got suspicious. Because of some certain statements that have been brought up.
Because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen.
Which is where you were the whole time.
That's it? That's the only reason you're treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic?
Oh, but there's more!
You're cruel! Cruel! Too cruel!
Too cruel!
Teru. That attitude is so not like you. For the ultimate cook to get so upset.
Call me chef.
If you fall to aspersions like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts?
The future of the culinary arts?
Oh, God.
That's right. For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square.
You're right. Yeah, that's totally right.
So, what's an aspersion anyway? Is it yummy?
I hope.
Did you know asbestos is yummy too? You should try some later.
Can you not?
Nagito, why are you interfering?
Let's assume that the killer used a light, and that they used the fire door to mask that light, and that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the floorboards. Then what?
Took it from there.
It's dark under the floorboards too, so how would they be able to stab Byakuya? You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right? The plan would have been ruined if he noticed.
That's right. What do you think about that?
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboards.
Oh, but that's the thing.
If that's the case, then Gundam should know. He actually went under the floorboards.
No. Unfortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboards. The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness, near where Byakuya's blood was dripping.
Woo, there it is.
What? A shining liquid in the dark?
Woo, there it is.
That sounds super important!
That is super important.
If there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right?
They would have been able to see it and
in
use it as a
doing
guide.
So, it might have been possible for them to use that mark to target the victim.
Go with this first. No,
I can prove it with this.
I could prove it with this dick.
The mark you're talking about is the glowing paint that was applied to the knife, right?
By using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab even in the dark.
Stabbing in the dark.
They didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved.
That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife.
So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing. I see. That's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife.
But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer knew about Nagito's plan all along?
Well, Teru!
Seriously? I don't know anything. Really? I don't know anything at all.
I don't know shit, man.
Then can I ask everyone a question instead?
You again? Just stop already!
I know, right?
Now. We should give everyone a fair opportunity to speak.
If Teru is the killer, that would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout.
Yeah.
And just what did Ibuki hear during the blackout?
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
She heard Teru's voice in the dining hall?
But how do you know how do you know he was actually in the dining hall? You couldn't tell because it was pitch black.
Doesn't that prove Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout?
That's right! That's exactly it!
Oh, shit.
But Teru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right? So, why was he in the dining hall?
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen, so I panicked and ran out of there. Of course, the hallway was dark too, but somehow I managed to move along the wall toward everyone's voices.
Well, it's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen to the dining hall.
That is true.
That sounds fishy.
If I remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by licking their sweat.
You're not gonna test that theory out.
So, if you want, you should try licking me.
Oh my god.
No way! You look greasy.
Oh.
But I heard Teru's voice in the dining hall! Ibuki swears on her honor!
No, I believe you.
That's right. Teru was in the dining hall, not the storage room. Which means he's not the killer.
Well, case closed.
No, that's not it. Why? Why do you want to keep falsely accusing me? It's not like I want to blame you.
You should be so proud of yourself, Hajime. You're just progressing toward the hope you believe in. Now, Hajime, show me more of your hope. Will that be enough to crush Teru's hope?
Oh, here we go.
Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice.
That you did.
It's handsome, unlike his face.
Oh.
Maybe it was a recording or something? Nope, definitely a live voice.
Yep.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed.
Yeah.
Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face. Maybe it was a recording or something? Nope, definitely a live voice.
Right, as long as I have the fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed. I'll shoot through that contradiction.
Shoot through that contradiction! With my rocket launcher.
Just because we heard Teru's voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literally in the dining hall.
Yeah.
Huh? Why?
Hear me out?
Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was full of gaps, right? So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have sounded just like the voices in the dining hall. But...
I see. So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us think he was in the dining hall.
Is that true, Teru?
Hold on a second.
Can you explain this, Teru?
Yeah, Teru.
I told you to wait a second, ain't I?
Ain't I?
Yeah!
What are y'all even saying anymore? I'm telling you, I was in that there dining hall during the blackout.
That accent, though. Oh my god.
Where are you from again?
I was born in West Asafu and raised in South Aoyama.
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major liar! If Taro was in the dining hall during the blackout, he should have been there after the power returned, right?
Yeah!
Well, I believe so. There's no way he could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway.
Are you sure about that?
Huh? Was Teru actually there during that time?
I sure was. I was there the whole damn time.
The whole damn time!
Something like this shouldn't be decided by gut instinct. People's lives are at stake.
Damn right! You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories.
His accent is getting even worse. He's definitely lying.
That accent. I love it.
However, I am not sure. I believe that he was there, and I believe that he was not there.
No! Is there any way we can decide?
Why don't we consult his memories?
Gosh, yeah, don't be saying things like that. Don't make no sense. Can you even prove I wasn't in the dining hall?
Probably can.
Oh, you again!
You again! Oh god. Catcher's line up. Oh, I don't know. There's too many options, man. I'm gonna say this. Let's go for it. That's what I lose. So that's not it. So it's not that. That's not it. It's either this or this or that. Maybe that one. That's not okay. That's all. Try this. Yeah, it's not bad. Oh. Maybe this? Oh. Whether or not Terry was in the dining hall during the blackout. It's not bad. I choose this today. Oh no! I'm fucking off. I think I should try this.
I can prove it with this!
Oh, that's the answer! Oh my god!
If you're claiming that you were in the dining hall when the power came back, then you should know how Mikan was positioned at the time.
Oh god.
Whoa, what? No! Don't make me remember!
Oh.
It's so embarrassing!
I'm so sorry, Nathan! Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
No, this is a very
important
question.
I have to.
Well, Teru, if you were really in the dining hall at that time, you should know the answer to that.
Huh?
It was a pretty clever way of tripping. There's no way you'd forget about it so easily.
Yeah, him of all people would be like...
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I showed you something so
Oh, I'm so sorry I made you remember, and I'm so sorry I brought it up, but I didn't have a choice.
How about it? You can't answer, Teru?
Yeah.
That's weird. Just slipped from my mind.
Yeah, something like that.
There's no way it would slip from your mind, especially not a pervert like you.
I know, right?
Even so. Nagito, say something!
I guess you might have to give up now.
Oh, damn.
Give up? What do you mean, give up?
Teru. I'm disappointed too, you know.
We all are.
It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of their hope. It kind of feels like a broken dream.
Nagito, what are you doing? Why are you messing with the killer like that?
Hold on a sec. Don't go moving this along on your own like I really am the killer.
Not killer?
Huh? But it's already decided, right?
No murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet, yeah?
It's no use. I can't understand him anymore. It appears he's saying the murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet.
I thought...
You understand him?
But it's such a sad defense. This is too cruel.
Why is she growing shrooms?
Oh, you calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Come on, Manumi! Enough with the whimpering and translate!
He said, if you're calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Weapon, huh? It's not the knife, right?
No.
Judging from Byakuya's wounds, it was a thin-edged tool that's roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
Also, if they stabbed from under the floorboards, the weapon would need to be at least 50 centimeters in length.
It was one of those shits that stabbed the chicken.
After all this,
whatever.
who cares about the weapon?
Not good enough! Not good enough at all!
Not good enough at all!
He said, not good enough. Not good enough at all. Fine, I got it. Let's try thinking about what the weapon was.
Wanna do it?
He said, try to do it.
What a confusing accent.
This is too good. Huh? What's that? Oh, we're doing this again. Hangman's Gambit. How do I speed it up? Oh. It was the wrong letter. I don't know what it's called. It's also the wrong letter. Oh wait, no, I didn't need to do that. Oh wait, I think I know what it is. Yeah. I have a bit of trouble identifying things. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Pop. Nope. No, you don't, bitch. Pop, pop, pop. Pop. Pop, pop, pop. Oh, wait. Let's keep that there for now. No! iron skewer. I couldn't identify that.
That's it! The weapon must be the iron skewer.
That's what it's called, the iron skewer. I knew it was like the long shit. I just didn't know it was called iron skewer. My dumbass.
Huh? The iron skewer?
Before the party, as Byakuya was confiscating all the dangerous items, he spoke to Teru Teru.
One iron skewer missing.
So that missing iron skewer is the weapon?
No way!
An iron skewer would match up with the wounds perfectly.
Hey, Teru Teru, where'd you hide the iron skewer?
Avril Lavigne!
Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne.
Huh? Did he really just say that?
He's just saying random shit to fuck with us. You probably dumped it somewhere on the island, didn't you?
This school trip has a no littering rule. If he had violated it, the island sirens would be ringing non-stop.
Just a second. There.
Avril Lavigne. Island sirens? Just for littering?
Also, I was on guard duty, and I never once saw Teru Teru leave the old building.
Which means he obviously hid it somewhere in the old building.
Somewhere in the old
Probably
building.
the kitchen again, right?
Teru Teru, just man up and be straight with us.
Be straight.
Oh!
Finally, rearing in soul shields. And simply will not listen to what you have to say. I'll probably pay you to condemn your classmate. This is a class trial, after all. You must argue against your opponent and destroy the soul shields. A high-speed battle where you beat down opponent opponents' excuses and nonsense. That's all time. Oh, sorry! Pat, fuck out! Continue. You must destroy all your soul shields and deliver the final strike. While you do that, you must destroy your opponent's works while following the tempo of the song. Oh, sounds like rhythm panic. Hell yeah. Time your button presses with the tempo markers. If you press swing. Match tempo marker by pressing the X button. X button. You will be able to lock on to the opponent's remark. If you press it, you will be able to lock on to multiple remarks at the same time. Afterward, use the X button at the time with the tempo marker. It will intercept and lock on remark and destroy. On destroying remarks, you will be able to damage the same field, attempting the opponent to destroy them. However, if you cannot destroy the remarks within the time limits, you will end up getting hurt. So I have to just focus on pressing the X button. Final goal. This round of soul shields will start to get the final items. When that happens, 4 words will be displayed on the top, bottom, left, and right sides of the screen. Each of these 4 words corresponds to the buttons, to the 4 buttons. If you press the buttons in the correct order, you will be able to close the words of the final stroke. Please make your argument while searching for the words that will trump your opponent's final argument. Also, if you don't deliver your final strike within time limit, your opponent's soul shields will recover.
Go look and have fun!
What the hell you even saying, you double-cutter hick?
He said, oh, what the hell are you even saying, you stupid country hit? I guess we have no choice but to somehow find out for ourselves.
Yeah. Carefully.
I'm not hiding that thing!
I'm hiding! He said, I'm not hiding anything!
I'm hiding that thing! I'm not hiding anything!
Alright, here we go. Panic talk, bitch.
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton!
Paris Hilton!
Unforgivable! Where would the weapon be?
This
This is the end!
Meat on the bone. Pause.
Could the iron skewer have been hidden inside the piece of meat on the bone?
What are you saying? There's no way I'd hide anything in a place like that.
That's clearly impossible. I mean, that's inside the food.
Impossible. That's what Byakuya and I thought. That's why we overlooked it. But in fact, the only place you could hide the weapon was inside the food that couldn't be inspected. Out of all the dishes you prepared, the only one that could hide a weapon as long as an iron skewer is?
That one right there.
The meat on the bone.
The meat on the bone. The bone on the meat. The on bone meat. The...
What now?
On bone the meats. You know.
I'm using my right to remain silent.
There's no way that exists here. We need to confirm this now! So if we eat that tasty-looking piece of meat and find the iron skewer inside, bullseye!
All right. Monokuma or Monami, one of you hurry and bring over that piece of meat.
Yeah, bitch!
1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. I'll eat the whole thing!
Wait, now hold on a second. Time out, time out.
What are you doing? Hurry up and bring it over!
Yeah!
About that.
Huh? Where did Monokuma go?
I'm right here.
You're eating it, aren't you, bitch? Oh.
I'm already eating it.
Save some for the rest of us, will ya?
A bear that eats meat!
Cannibalism!
Wait, now that I think about it, that's pretty normal.
Uncannibalism!
Nom. Oh, what
Unless
is
that's
this?
actually a bear
So
that he's
yummy!
eating, for all we know.
Damn it! That's my meat!
I've never eaten anything like it in my entire life! The taste brings me back to my days in the wild.
This is bad. Seriously, this is really bad.
My. There's something inside the meat. Look what came out.
Oh my god.
Isn't that...
Is that an iron skewer?
Disguised as a bone?
Check it out. The handle looks like it's made of bone.
The sword of destruction,
Sorry, Chappie.
encased in bone and sheathed in meat. It brought catastrophe unto Byakuya.
As expected of Teru Teru. Such a fantastic weapon from the ultimate chef.
You're wrong. I'm not the killer. I'm not the kind of person who would kill someone. I got it. You all set me up. You guys set me up so you could blame this on me.
Jeez, what a disappointment. Such an unseemly defense for an ultimate like you. Can you really call that hope?
I love that sprite.
Hey, Nagito. I'm sorry, but can you just be quiet?
Oh shit! Chiaki just destroyed Nagito. He just got annihilated, dude. Oh my god.
He said, you're all nothing but a bunch of poor, loudmouth, fast food eating hicks.
I just dropped my phone.
You don't need to translate anymore. Somehow I can tell what he's trying to say.
Never mind.
I guess we need to settle this. Once and for all. To do that, you need to go over the entire incident from beginning to end and make everything clear.
Oh, is this...
So, we need to do it.
My thrall is chesting. Close on. In this case, you'll give a complete summary of the case. After a order of events in the case. The former comic book, this comic strip. This production is merely imagination imagination. So, in the blocks where there are areas where number 2 is the same. If you click out, if you check out right. the fracture counter also. So once it push that thing, but all the petals, those are gone, contain one set. It will switch to a set. After that, if you fill in all of these, you will clear the challenge. Pretty sure some of the more stuff. It's a little bit difficult to clear some of that stuff. That's because you play the previous game, which is volume play. You might hesitate at first. But it's the same concept. However, and it's only there's a simple trick. The right one to the gaps each page. It will display hints at the top of the screen. This type of hint will ask what kind of scene is drawn in that gap. Also, if you move the reticle onto a truth panel, it'll display hints as well. Okay, underneath those. It's nice seeing it. Put together these two hints, think carefully. Of course, don't forget to do the time there. Oh, good. Well, time breaks. Well, let's do this. Closing arguments commence. Alright. Everyone at the party is... Which order does it go? Everyone at the party is... Nekamaru is holding it in. I want to get that one first. Killer used the mark to move under the floorboards. Hey, I got one. Ah! No! Ah! Oh, you can just do that. There we go. Oh, I get it now. I get it now. That's not it. Oh no! Duh! Yes!
Oh god, I'm running out of time. Oh my god, I lost. I lost. No.
This is my...
Yes,
we will never give up.
Give me another chance. Oh my god. I thought I was fucked. Let's see this. Nope. Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I need answers. I can't figure this out. Okay, that was it, I guess. But it's like, what did the killer obtain from the storage room? And then the answer is borrowing a tablecloth. Like, that doesn't make sense. That's why I got confused. Kyoko's drinking juice. There we go. Now I think I'm getting the hang of this. There we go. Oh. Here we go. Oh, there's one more. One of those. I'm guessing. No? That's not it. How many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 4 left. There's 8 possibilities. I know this one. So now that leaves 6 possibilities, or 5 actually. Nope. That's not it. That's not it either. What? What? Okay. There we go. Store view before the blackout. Boom!
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Oh my god!
Let's try going over the whole incident, beginning with right after the party started. Byakuya had us gather in the dining hall of the old building near the hotel.
Oh my god, Man. I bombed that one, dude.
He was extra cautious about a murder occurring that night because of a threatening letter he received.
And that was only the first one.
Therefore, he decided to throw a party so he could monitor us.
I'm ashamed.
Though one person didn't come, the rest of us assembled at the dining hall, and the party was underway. But at that time, the trap set by a certain someone was already in motion.
Certain someone?
They plugged 3 irons into the outlets in the storage room, which nearly capped the power usage.
Dun,
Additionally,
dun, dun.
they prepared something else that would activate at 11:30 p.m.
Ching, clink, strap.
The air conditioners in the office and dining hall. They had already set the timers for these. Thanks to the irons maxing out the power usage, the breaker was tripped when the air conditioners kicked on. Since the windows in the old building were covered, the blackout plunged the dining hall into total darkness. But when that happened, Byakuya took out a specific item that he brought in his case. That item was the night vision goggles. Byakuya was so concerned about a murder occurring that he brought a variety of security equipment with him. When he put on his night vision goggles, Byakuya witnessed a certain someone making a suspicious move.
You!
He saw Nagito guiding himself with the desk lamp's power cord so he could get under the table. That's right. Everything up to that point was all part of Nagito's plan. The murder warning to Byakuya, the source of the blackout, it was all Nagito.
Mother.
While the blackout was happening, someone else, the real killer, began making their move in the kitchen. The killer probably already knew about Nagito's plan, so they knew a blackout was coming. That's why the killer prepared all the items they would need to commit their crime in the dark beforehand. They needed a light source, which was provided by the portable stove in the kitchen. They needed a weapon, too. This had also been hidden in the kitchen beforehand. The long iron skewer used in the churrasco dish. The killer hid that inside that meat with the bone in it. With the weapon and portable stove in hand, the killer stepped out into the hallway. First, they closed the fire door in the hallway so their light source wouldn't peek toward the dining hall. Then, guided by the light, the killer headed toward the storage room and grabbed a specific item. That's right, a tablecloth to block the blood splatter. With this, the killer finished their preparations and snuck under the floorboards through the secret passage. They probably turned off the portable cooking stove at that point, or left it near the entrance of the door. The floor in the dining hall is full of gaps, so there's no way they could have safely held a light source. But thanks to the glowing mark they painted earlier, the killer was able to get beneath the table. Under the table, Byakuya found the knife that had been hidden there. If only he had retreated, he probably wouldn't have gotten killed. But he had to retrieve that knife, and at that moment, the killer lurking beneath the floorboard stabbed straight up with the iron skewer. The killer had been waiting in the dark for the moment when the glowing paint began to move. After they murdered Byakuya, the killer purposefully shouted from beneath the floorboards to make it seem like they were still in the dining hall. Afterward, they came out from underneath the floorboards and rushed back to the kitchen. And then, after hiding the murder weapon in the kitchen, they rejoined the group as if nothing had happened. There's only one person who would have been able to commit this crime. Especially if that person is someone who'd think of an unexpected way to hide a weapon inside food.
That person...
Isn't that right, Teru Hanamura?
Complete!
That's what happened. How about it? Did I get anything wrong?
I got everything wrong. I butchered that comic. Shit. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed.
This is a mistake. A mistake, I tell you. I would never kill anyone. Would never.
It seems this is the end.
Alright. Have at it. 100, 96, 96, 100, 96, 100. Oh wow, I got an A. I'm surprised. Yes! I got mono coins. Oh hell yeah, it is on, bitch. Bring on the gifts.
It looks like your argument has come to a close. Oops, I lost control of my wild side for a second. Was that a side effect of the meat I just ate?
Possibly.
Well, putting that aside, let's move along to the nerve-wracking voting time! Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Oh, just a reminder, make triple sure you vote for someone.
What if we don't?
If you don't vote, I'm gonna eat you up just like that meat from earlier.
Yeah, okay.
Why did this happen?
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
The dreadful?
Such heart-pounding excitement!
Got the slot machine going here. Heat on it. All rise. All rise, motherfucker.
Correct!
Some fries, motherfucker.
Yahoo!
Disguise, motherfucker.
No. You.
A ponce like him.
You've got it wrong. Hey!
Yeah, what do you mean?
When that happened, he... You caught me? What?
Busted.
Hey! Impossible!
You son of a...
Well... What?
You don't make sense.
Amazing!
The more you speak, the less sense you make.
No, 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 no.
See?
Oh my god, that laugh. There's that laugh.
You're kidding, right? Man.
Ultimate fanatic.
Wait, no way, no way!
What's the meaning of this? I demand answers this instant.
See? Don't fuck with me!
What? Amazing! Great!
What's going on?
What's going on?
That's wrong. So...
Well...
What?
Oh, that's how he figured it out. Yeah, I knew there was something about that.
You're right.
Hey!
However...
Whoa!
Nope. Perhaps...
Yeah, that's...
What?
See?
He made it his ultimate duty.
I will guide you all.
Byakuya died for our sins. To his...
Why?
Such despair.
No way.
Someone like me?
Really?
How unexpected.
Well, you are the ultimate lucky student. What do you mean confirmed? Just stop it already!
Well... Isn't that right?
I guess. Sleep.
Right? Man. Great!
Impossible!
Shut up! Shut up! Hey, hey. Huh?
It's someone else's job.
What's the matter?
Wait! No.
No, you already said.
Hey!
Impossible!
That's... Hey!
Why you?
Wrong! No.
That is...
Why? Answer me.
I needed to go back home no matter what! Okay, I'm going now. When I come back, I think we should talk again about opening an Aoyama and Azabu location.
Oh my, you're still talking about that?
Oh, I'm serious. The Academy guarantees success for its graduates, right? So, I know it's gonna be difficult by yourself, but wait for me until then, okay?
Yes, you're right. Then I'll just have to do my best to keep the Hanamura Diner from going out of business until then.
Mom, you don't have to work so hard. What if you collapse again while I'm gone?
I'll be fine. Moms are strong. I won't lose to some illness.
I know that already. I know that already. That's why I need to go home! Hey! Damn it!
You did believe.
Wrong! That's why I wanted to go home!
Yeah, that's the thing. Damn it!
Fine.
I'm sorry. I think I'm the one who went crazy.
So... Yoo-hoo! You can't!
Jeez, get out of my way!
You're relentless, dude.
well now.
Don't wait.
Wait!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
Hey! Please!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Punishment time!
Lies! I won't believe this! Mama!
Mama Bear! Alright, here we go. First execution of the game. First of several. Deep fried. Oh god, he just got Hiroshima. And he's dead.
Extreme!
That's it.
Yeah! Whew.
Damn it!
How cruel.
What? No.
What are you saying?
Is that how it is?
Nice!
Yes, it is. Yeah! You're breaking all rules, dickhead. Yeah, what's your problem? You had a right to know, damn it.
You... bastard!
Oh, you son of a bitch.
What?
Not fair.
Of course!
Cool, man. Someday. You are scum!
Huh?
So cruel! Then... stupid!
Such despair.
You.
Yeah, why are you smiling?
Crap!
Creep.
Nope.
Don't fuck with me!
Don't fuck with him.
What?
That fucking laugh, I swear to God.
Someone like me?
Someone say That's what you sound like.
Hey.
Well, what if we don't?
Great!
You fiend.
Hey!
Well... This is exciting!
You pissed me off.
Yes.
What? How unfortunate. Isn't that right?
Huh?
Hey.
Ultimate detective, bitch. Take it or leave it.
Wait!
Please stop!
Stop this at once!
Huh?
Please listen!
Let me ask.
Do our best.
You fiend.
Well,
You heard the princess. Yes, rest is what we need. After all, it is 1:15 in the morning. I need to go to sleep. And take a nice, permanent nap.
perhaps.
I'm with you, Sonia.
I am sorry!
No, Miss Sonia, I've never been this motivated since I've left high school 5 years ago. Yeah, me too.
Yes.
Like...
Doing our best, obviously.
Jeez.
Well,
We'll figure it out, don't worry.
right?
But... I'm gonna do it!
Yeah, fuck what Nagito says. Right?
Fine.
But your tomorrow is your future. Do our best, do our best, do our best, do our best, do our best. I gotta piss so bad. What, mind control now? We're gonna go for a dip. Look at the beautiful sky. Those glistening stars. Snow. I want to go snowboarding so bad. Oh my god. I fixed my snowboard today. I put together my snowboard today. But not all the screws could fit in the screw holes, so I could only put 2 for each. For each, whatchamacallit, instead of 4.
Is someone watching me?
God? Oh, a meteor! Oh. Oh god, Optimus Prime. Only 19 days until our demise. And that concludes chapter 1. Oh, I gotta piss so bad. I'm gonna piss my pants if I don't. Danganronpa. Well, that was a delightful stream. Oh, I got 3 stars. I got 3-star badge. Hell yeah. And a trophy, Dead Man's Party. I got a stick. A wooden stick. It's the best present of all of them.
For a long time, humans have been taught that if you try hard enough, you can accomplish anything. Even if we weren't told this directly, you'd know it just by looking at the world around us. The internet, TV, and newspapers are overflowing with hopeful messages that say exactly that. But people who can't win, people who don't try to win, people who try their best and still can't win.
Me.
They are all worthless trash.
Totally not me.
There are 2 kinds of people in this world. Those who are born with worth, and everybody else.
This dude.
No matter how hard a lowly human tries, they will never be the same as someone who was born worthy. They say that effort breeds success, but that's a complete lie. The world is not that accommodating. No matter how hard a small dog tries, it will never become a large dog.
Hey, my Yorkshire Terrier will bite your dick off in 2 seconds.
No matter how much a penguin tries, there's no way it will ever soar through the sky. Which means, unworthy humans will never become worthy, no matter what they do. People with talent don't become talented. They're just born with their abilities right from the start. That's right, just like you guys. That's why I have so much respect for you all. Just so you know, what I feel is different from admiration. Admiration is wishing you could be like the object of your admiration. But what I feel is not so self-serving. How should I put it? What I feel is more pure. More like a selfless love that wants nothing in return. So, I want you guys to believe me when I say, I don't mind if you kill me. But if that happens, I want you to let me help.
What if we don't let you help? What will you do then?
I don't care if the killer survives, or if everyone but the killer survives. I just want both sides to do their very best. I want to see with my own 2 eyes the absolute hope that lies ahead. Yep, I'm really lucky. Someone as insignificant as me will be there when hope and despair collide and unleash their energy. So please, let me help you. If you're planning to kill me, I would be honored to help you carry out your plan. I want you to use me as a stepping stone so everyone can shine. I want you to kill me in a way that befits...
Oh, shut up! You tell that asshole.